I've always loved video games. From the moment I played my first game, like when I was 5, I've been obsessed. That first game was Mario Bros. For the NES because my parents wanted to start me out on a classic. Fast forward a few years or a few decades honestly, and it's summer, I'm sitting in my basement playing Undertale. And it hits me, the simple graphics and movement. This wasn't a Red Dead or The Last of Us, this was something simple. Something I could make. I could make this. So then years went by where I did nothing much but play more games and make shitty art of characters who I would put in my own game if I made one. But the thought lingered in the back of my mind that I want to make a game. And I'm done with that being a thought in the back of my mind. I actually want to make one now. The game I want to make is an RPG, like the games that inspired this, Undertale and The Legend of Zelda for the NES. So I made a list of things that I would need to learn how to make. I'll start simple, like a character who can move in 4 directions, and a map and things on that map that the player can interact with, which seems like a reasonable goal for just starting off. So it's been a little while since I've recorded that first clip and I've made some progress on the game. But the first part that I wanted to show off, and I don't think it's been a while so I don't exactly remember how I ended up doing it. But I got the world building system. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It doesn't look great right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with these textures. I'll make some simpler ones. The next thing that's worth showing off is I got a little guy. I managed to make him move. He walks around. He walks a little bit goofily. I can make him run too. There's I remember when I was making it, there was a glitch where he would moonwalk instead. I ordered the animations wrong, and when I was still figuring it out, I could get him to spin around like this. Look at him go! Woohoo! I also spent a stupidly long time messing around with an inventory system before I decided that I might not even have one, honestly. But here's a short clip of that working. So it has now been even longer since the previous clip, and I've made quite a bit more progress on this game. As you can see, I've got a health bar up there now. So the first thing that you may notice is that there's now a health bar up there. Look at that! Wow. I haven't added any enemies yet. I'm still working on that. But I press buttons and I can make the HP go down. And also, there'll be healing items later on in the game, and you'll be able to regenerate HP. That's what this potion is. I haven't added that effect yet, but it'll do that eventually. And I've added NPCs that you can talk to. Why does it look like this? But why? Why is it like that? Alright. Look, it wasn't doing this before I started recording. But yeah, there's NPCs that you can talk to. They're there. He's making a little goofy face. He says, "Woo, red man." And if I run over here, there's a guy up on a hill. Added hills, which it's just flat land, but it looks like it's a hill. And then he's on a hill. Also added a small, if I keep sprinting, added a small tree maze up here. None of this land up here is permanent, but there's just a slight little tree maze up here. And I'd say for the first devlog, I think I did pretty good. Like, I got a guy, got him to animate, fix some bugs with him walking, like the moonwalk. And there's even a health bar. So, unless I end up deciding to add something else last minute, I think this might be it for the first devlog. So I decided to add something else last minute. That last minute thing is a title screen. If we launch it, there's no title for the game yet. I haven't made the title font, but we have a ship here at the start. All interactable buttons. This wasn't too hard to do. But anyway, you start a new game, and the opening cutscene begins. Then from here on out, I'll be working on adding a Space Invaders like segment just to start it off, and In terms of like where I want to take this from here, I've done a lot of messing around with like the combat system that wasn't, and I think I've decided on doing like a fighting game style combat, like a plot like Smash Bros. Because I feel like doing just like a typical RPG thing would be a little bit stale, a little bit boring. Don't really feel like that. But if you've noticed the music playing in the background the whole time, that was made by my friend who's at. It's been playing the title screen theme for most of the background, and here's a quick excerpt of the forest theme. So yeah, I think that's it for this devlog. It's been about like 3 months in the making, which I'm hoping to get the next one out sooner than that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in whatever the next one might be.